أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أحل لكم ليلة الصيام الرفث إلى نسائكم هن لباس لكم وأنتم لباس لهن علم الله أنكم كنتم تختانون أنفسكم فتاب عليكم وعفى عنكم فالآن باشروهن وابتغوا ما كتب الله لكم وكلوا واشربوا حتى يتبين لكم الخيط الأبيض من الخيط الأسود من الفجر ثم أتموا الصيام إلى الليل ولا تباشروهن وأنتم عاكفون في المساجد تلك حدود الله فلا تقربوها كذلك يبين الله آياته للناس لعلهم يتقون. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Baqarah Ayat number 187. In this ayat, Allah tells us about the five things. The first of all, Allah tells us during the nights of the fasting time, like in Ramadan, so we are allowed to have relationships with wives. It is permitted up to the dawn. The second thing, eating and drinking is also allowed up to the dawn. And the third thing, that the time of fasting is from the dawn and up to the sunset, after sunset. So the dawn to after sunset. So this is the time limit for the fasting. Then Allah tells us that when you are in itikaf in masjid, so you are not allowed to have sexual relations with your wives. Completely forbidden. No allowed. And last, at the end, Allah tells us that you have to protect the limits that have been set by Allah. So you are not to cross the limits of Allah. So you have to be inside the limits and fully obedient to Allah so that you may become righteous, pious people, the muttaqi person. So these are the 5 points that have been explained in this ayat. So when we will read it completely, we will understand one by one, inshallah. So we start learning this one. Allah said in this ayat, we read now, Ohilla, permitted, lakum, for you, Laylat as-siyam, in the nights of fasting, Rafasu, to approach, ila nisaikum, to your wives. So Allah has permitted you to approach your wives in the nights of fasting. Hunna libasul lakum, they are garments for you. Wa antum libasul lahunna, and you are the garments for them. Alimallahu, Allah knows, annakum, that you, kuntum, used to, takhtanuna anfusakum, you were using or you were used to deceive yourselves. Fataba alaikum. So Allah turned to you and accepted your tawbah. Wa afa ankum, and forgave you. Fal ana bashiruhunna. So now you are allowed to set up the sexual relations with your wives. Wabtagu, and you are to seek ma kataballahu lakum. Ma, what kataballahu, Allah has written, lakum, for you. And you have to seek what Allah has written for you. It means you have to seek for the children, for generation, for sons and daughters. Wakulu washrabu, and eat and drink. Hatta, until, yatabayyana. Hatta yatabayyana mean be visible. Lakumul khaytul abyadu, to you the white thread. Minal khaytul aswade, from the black thread. So when white thread become visible, then the black thread. Minal fajr, that is dawn time. You have to eat and drink up to this time. Summa, then, atimmu siyama, then you have to complete your fasting, ilal layl, up to the night. Night mean after sunset. Your fasting time will finish. It mean at the time of azan maghrib. Wala tubashiruhunna, and you are not allowed to have sexual relations with your wives. Wa antum akifuna, when you are in itikaf in masjid, fil masajid. So when you are in itikaf in masjid, you are completely banned from having the relationship with your wives. Tilka hadudullah, these are the limits of Allah. Fala takrabuha, you are not to approach near to them. Kazalika, thus yubayyinullahu, Allah makes clear for you ayatihi, his verses, linnase, for the people, la'allahum, so that you, yattaqoon, you may become righteous, muttaqeen. So Allah wants to see us muttaqeen. So we have now in this ayat, this is a long ayat, and in this, mashallah, we have 5 points. We will discuss one by one. First of all, the so what happened uh, during the month of Ramadan, in the beginning time when fasting became compulsory on the Muslims when they were living in Medina with Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the fasting, it was mostly done just with reference to Ahle Kitab, like with accordance with them, according to the uh, rules regulations which were in the Bible and Torah, like because the Jews mostly they were living in Medina, and mostly it was the tradition for the Jews, and that after Maghrib, when the people they were just to sleep, like after Salatul Isha, and but sleeping mean the finishing the timing of eating, drinking, and having relationship with the wives. So after that, if a person after sleeping get up, so it mean that time the person was fasting. No allowed to eat, no allowed to drink, no allowed to have a relationship with the wives. So this was the tradition in the beginning. But with the passage of time, what happened? So Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu and Kaab bin Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So when they went to their houses after Salatul Isha, they made some relationship, the sexual relationship with the wives, and then they found themselves that they have done a mistake. They found it, and then they start crying, and then they came to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and at that time when they were sitting with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the other companion of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they told the same thing that have been done by them also. So at the same time, when they were telling about this, Jibril alayhi salam, he came with this ayat, Ohilla lakum laylat siyami. So Ohilla, so with the message of Allah, Allah said Ohilla is permitted, halal, it have been halal for you, it is permitted for you. Lakum, Ohilla lakum, it is permitted for you. Laylat siyam, in the nights of fasting. Rafaso, to approach ila nisaikum, to your wives. So it is allowed for you to make relationship with your wives. So that becomes lawful, allowed to have sexual relations with the wives. So in the nights of fasting. Allah said, Hunna libasul lakum. Your wives, they are garments for you. Wa antum libasul lahunna, and you are the garments for them. Alim Allahu, Allah knows, annakum, that you kuntum, you used to takhtanuna, deceive anfusakum, yourselves. So Allah knows that this type of thing that happened to the Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and Kaab bin Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and other Sahaba. So Allah said, I know what you are doing. So Fataba alaikum, and Allah accepted the tawbah of you, afa ankum, and Allah forgave you. So these mistakes, whatever have been done by the Sahaba, have been forgiven by Allah, and Allah also gave them Allah made the extended the limit of the time. Allah said, "Fal ana bashiru hunna." So now you are allowed to make the sexual relations with your wives. Wabtagu, and seek ma kataballahu, what Allah has written lakum, for you. It means you have to seek for your children, for your generation. It means when you make the relationship with your wives, you must have intention of your children, that you are just to see your wife, to have relation in order to reproduce the children. So this is the intention if you make in mind while having the relationship, sexual relationship with your wife. So if you have this one, then allowed. So Alhamdulillah, so this have been allowed up to the dawn. So this way, the one thing which is very important, Allah explains in this one, that is so much nice. MashaAllah, it has a lot of things in it hidden, like hunna libasul lakum wa antum libasul lahunna. You are, your wives are the garments of you, and you are the garments of your wife. Garments mean the dress. So you need the dress to hide your body. So it means, if in your body there are some type of defects, or some type of scars, or some type of problems, or which are not look like good for the other people, but when the garments are there on your body, then those are covered. So it means that the garments or the dress covers all the defects of your body, so which are not visible to the other people. So same like that, the wives and the husband, because the husbands are same like the dress for the wife, and the wives are the dress for the husband. It means whatever they have relationship among themselves, whatever they have see in their bodies or the relationship, all type of things, even talking, even body shape, even everything, whatever they have, they are not allowed to say this one to any other person. The wife is not allowed to say that one to her friends, and the husband is not allowed to say anything to his friends. So this is like a you can say secrets, the top secrets among between wife and the husband, and they have to hide it. So if there is a defects or something which is good or not good, but it is the responsibility and the duty of both to hide those things from other people. So this is very important point. So this way, wife and husband both are just to hide everything whatever is about the body or about the talking or relationship or whatever things are in secret in sexual relations. They are not to disclose to anyone. This is compulsory by Allah. This way Allah said, you are the dress, like the dress hides the body. Similarly, the husband and wife, they have to hide their top secrets, whatever they have. So they are not allowed to ask to say anyone. And the other thing is that one, because dress also makes the body comfort, makes give the body comfort and also peace. And also you can see the good dress, when a person have to take it and put on the new dress, alhamdulillah, person feels better and beautiful and nice. So this way, it means husband and wife, when they are just to meet both together, then they have to meet with a nice way, with a good way, and alhamdulillah, they have to uh, and they have to make intention of their children while when they are to see both together. So in their relationship, so they must have the intention of their children, not intention of sexual emotions or to satisfy them, or not to have any other intention, but only intention for the children. Then they will get the reward, because when husband and wife, they are just to have the relationship, the sexual relations, when they are just to do that one, then they will get the reward equal to sadaqah. It is the hadith of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So alhamdulillah, so this way, and they are just to uh, make comfort, may give the comfort and the peace and the like both. And the best thing is that one, because they are to save both husband and wife, both are just to save each other from the backbiting, from the evil things, or from different type of allegations what the people they do to the other people who are unmarried or who have. So this type of things, so these people, husband and wife, because of their good relationship, so this relationship makes them so much pure that no one can say anything to them. If, so they are free from evils, free from the bad talking of the people, so free from all types of allegations and all type of uh, the people's what they can say to blame. So they are free from blame, free from allegation. They have a pure and nice and good life. That is the other blessings of Allah for them. Alhamdulillah. So this way Allah said, Hunna libasul lakum, and your wives are the garments for you, and wa antum libasul lahunna, and you are the garment for them. Alhamdulillah. So this way, and Allah said, Allah knows, because at the time Sahaba Karam Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, whatever have been done by them, Allah forgave all the things. And now Alhamdulillah, Allah extended the time. Now the time, because at the time of in the beginning, when after Maghrib, when they were just to sleep, so the fasting was started. So after sleep, they were not allowed to eat or drink, or not to have relationship with the wife. So this was forbidden. But Alhamdulillah, then when this happened, like with the Sahaba Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, when Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu and Ka'b radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when they came to Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they told Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the situation, what happened to them. Then Jibril alayhi salam came, and Allah gave extension. Allah extended the night up to the dawn. So they are allowed to have the sexual relations with the wives up to the dawn. Alhamdulillah. So this is the best, and the our fasting became more and more easy for us. Alhamdulillah. And this is the blessings of Allah for us. So Alhamdulillah. And then the next part of the ayat is also telling us about the eating and drinking. So we know that the one Sahabi of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, one companion of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Qais bin Sarma radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a good farmer. He was working in the field, and one night, when he finished, he came to home, and it was about Maghrib, after Maghrib. So when he came back in home, and he asked wife to bring some food. But when the wife went to find the food, and then because he was tired, so he just lie down, and he slept. And then when wife came, and she woke up, then he said, now according to the rules, regulations, I am not to eat or drink, because this my fasting started. So the next day, when he has not eaten anything, no drink, so when he started again working in the field, so about in the midday, so he became unconscious and fainted. And then so this happened also. And the same thing happened to the Mat'am bin Jubair radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So he also came to home, and he also requested the wife to give something food. But when she was to uh, mm, she was to find the food, but he was tired. He was just having the support of the bed, and then he slept there. So when she came, and he was sleeping. When he was woke up, he refused to eat and drink. But the next day, it was the time to dig the ditch, like the in Medina. This was the battle of ditch. So ditch was being dug. So he worked there, and in the midday also he became unconscious. And this was the other situation. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ also has seen him. And that time, the Jibril alayhi salam, he came with the command of Allah, and Alhamdulillah. So Jibril alayhi salam, he recited to Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Allah said, "Wakulu washrabu," and eat and drink, hatta hatta yatabayyana, until it becomes visible. Lakumul khaytul abyadu, for you the white thread becomes visible. Minal khaytil aswade, than the black thread. So when the white thread become more visible than the black thread, minal fajr, so it is the fajr time. So it means the fasting time will finish. So you have to eat and drink up to that time. So this is the special blessings of Allah. So because of these two Sahaba, and Allah becomes merciful, and this time of eating and drinking extended. So Alhamdulillah, up to the dawn. So it means the time of, if you join the other part of ayat with this, so the time of eating, drinking, and to have sexual relations with the wife, so this have been extended up to the dawn, so up to the fajr time. So alhamdulillah, so this was the blessings of Allah. And this way the holy prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said that the eating and drinking at the time of before fajr, uh, so we call it sehri time. So when you have to eat and drink before dawn, so that is so much blessed. The Prophet ﷺ said it is the difference between us and the people of the book, like the people of the book, like the Jews and Christians, because those people, they were having lack of this blessings of Allah. But we have this blessings of Allah, that Allah gave us the time of eating and drinking up to the dawn. And the Prophet ﷺ said that you have to eat and drink up to the last time. Last time mean the ending time of the dawn before the Fajr. So, Alhamdulillah, before dawn, so you have to eat and drink, and this is blessed for you. And Alhamdulillah, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ said in one hadith that Allah and His angels and shower mercies and blessings upon the people who are just to eat and drink before dawn. So those people, they are under mercies and blessings of Allah. So Alhamdulillah. And Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in other hadith, he said that my ummah, the from my ummah, the people who will eat and drink before dawn, and who will uh, eat and drink while opening fasting or breaking fasting time, when it starts, just to be quick in opening or breaking the fast. So the people who will, like when the time of eating and drinking start in the mid after midnight. So Prophet ﷺ said, you have to eat and drink up to the last time before dawn. And then those people who are late in eating and drinking in the before dawn, and who are to be quick in breaking fasting at the Maghrib time, and those people will be in goodness. It means their life will be pleasant. They will feel nice and happiness in their life. Alhamdulillah. So this is the blessings of Allah, and Prophet ﷺ told us. So this way, so the fasting time now is fixed for us. It was from the dawn up to the Maghrib. It's like it next Allah tells us about this one. Allah said, so Summa atimmu siyama ilal layl. Summa, then Atimmu mean to complete, Siyam mean the fasting. So you have to complete the fasting ilal up to the night. So you have to complete the fasting up to the night time. It mean night mean like the after sunset night start. So that is the fast breaking time. So it mean we have to start fasting at the time of Fajr, at the time of dawn, and then we have to finish the fasting at the time of after sunset, at the time of Maghrib. So this is the time duration for the fasting day. So the fasting day start from the dawn and finish after sunset. Alhamdulillah. And then next is Allah is telling us about the itikaf, when the people they are just to sit in the masjid and to do itikaf. So so Allah said that the people who are sitting in itikaf in masjid, they are not allowed to have relationship with their wives. So all types of sexual relations are completely banned, completely blocked, no allowed. So this way Allah said, Wala tubashiruhunna, and you are not to make relationship with your wives. Wa antum akifuna, when you are in itikaf. Fil masjid, in masajid, fil masajid. When you are itikaf in masjid, you are not allowed to have sexual relations with your wives. Completely forbidden. Allah said, Tilka hadudullah, and these are the limits of Allah. Fala takrabuha, and you are not allowed to approach them. Kazalika, so yubayyinullahu, so Allah makes clear ayatihi, his verses, linnase, for the people, la'allahum, so that they yattaqun, they become righteous, they become pious people. So Allah wants to see the people pious and nice. So it means we have to fulfill what Allah has given us, the limits. So we are not to cross the limits. For example, if Allah said you are not to tell a lie, so we are not to tell a lie. If we tell a lie, it means we cross the limit. If Allah said you are not to backbite, we are not to backbite. When Allah said you are not to blame anyone, not to blame anyone, otherwise crossing the limit. So if the Allah said you are not to steal, no need to steal. Allah said you are not to develop sexual relationship with anyone, no allowed, just only wife or husband. So this way, so if we are just to follow that what Allah said, if we are following the rules regulations of Sharia, and according to Quran and Sunnah, if we are just to act, Alhamdulillah, it will save us from doing bad things. Also it will promote the good things in us. And when this promotion or this persuading power or motivation becomes more and more in us, that we start loving the good things and we hate the bad things. Alhamdulillah, that is the starting of taqwa. So taqwa starts when we are just to hate the bad things, evil practices, and when we are just to love the good things which are liked by Allah and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It means we are starting taqwa, and we request Allah to make our life on the basis of taqwa, and because taqwa is the main, uh, you can say, the lovable thing before Allah and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And taqwa is that thing which attract the goodness and which makes hatred in our heart from the evil practices. And if this will happen, this will improve. It means our relationship with Allah becomes stronger and stronger. So we request Allah to develop a relationship with you and us stronger and stronger, so that at the day of judgment we can see you and find you happy. Amin.